It is 100% true that Kerr County in Texas, which is kind of at the epicenter of that hill country flooding that's taking place, and all those people are dying. It's a horrible tragedy. But yes, it's true that Kerr County was given $10 million, not offered. They were given $10 million in 2021 from the Biden administration as part of the American Rescue Plan, the big infrastructure bill that they passed. That county was given $10 million because they'd been asking for funding for years, which I'm going to get into in a minute. But they were finally given funding in 2021, but it came from Biden. There were some residents that went before the county commissioners meeting and said, we're not on it. Can we turn it down? Can we give it back? Can we spend it on something else? And so they gave their county commissioners permission to spend it on something else, which I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. But honestly, I need to ask yourself, would you ever at any point in your life put yourself, your family, your innocent children, your neighbors, your entire community at risk of dying just to own the libs? Just because you don't like Biden. And by the way, many of them were gaslit into hating Biden. Oh, they're woke liberals. They heard that repeatedly over and over again. If you would have asked any of them individually why they didn't like Biden, they probably couldn't tell you. But when it came to $10 million, something they'd been asking for years, they finally got it. You know, why is liberal blood money? Give it back. How much hatred do you have to just say, no, I'm not interested in saving my own life. I'm not interested in saving my own life as much as I am interested in hating you. Listen, you all know, I think Donald Trump's the fucking worst. Like, I used to think, well, he's the worst human being. He's not even human to me anymore. He's just not even human anymore because he's such fucking filth. But if my county found out tomorrow that we were getting $10 million to replace our tornado horns, I'd be like, bring it on. Bring it on, because I want to live. I have self-preservation. In fact, I'll take your money. Give me more, sucker, because I didn't even vote for you. But I'll take your money. Come on, let's do it. But the residents in Kerr County, which overwhelmingly voted for Trump 16, 20, and 24, when 2021 came around and they got that $10 million gift they've been begging for so badly, they turned it down. They didn't want to use it to upgrade their flood warning system. We all know what happened next, right? The Texas Tribune is reporting about how, a couple of things. So first of all, there's this entire history of the number of times the Kerr County supervisors have spoken about the need to upgrade this system. They knew the system would be ineffective in a catastrophic flood, and they knew they needed to upgrade it. They even requested funding from the state in 2016. So let's just refresher. It is a Republican-run state. It has been run for 30 years by Republicans, and the county asked the state for funding, most recently in 2016, when it was turned down by Republican-led officials in the state. You don't need the money to upgrade that system. So in 2021, when they're given $10 million from the infrastructure bill, the American Rescue Plan, now the county doesn't seem to need it. Well, we don't need it if it's the Democrats' money. We only want it if it's the Republicans' money. So they turned it away. They didn't spend the money on the flood warning system. What they spent it on was about $6 million of it, because they kept it. It was already theirs. It was given to them. They spent $6 million on upgrading a public service radio system, right? Still very valuable, that helped the sheriff and the fire departments all communicate with each other, okay? Then they spent money, about $1 million, giving raises to the sheriff's department. They spent about another $600,000 of it, hiring new positions, right, into the county office, like new government positions in the county. And then they did build a nice walking path. So there was infrastructure that was done with the infrastructure money, but it wasn't that flood warning system they'd been asking for the previous decade. So what ends up happening is the National Weather Service issued a warning at 1:14 a.m. And I know what it's like when my phone goes off with one of those warning systems and I'm like, ignore. And then I go back to sleep, right? And shame on me for doing that. But anyway, and then there was nothing else. There was no other warning. Nothing else was said to the people of this county until 4:35 in the morning. They went 3 hours and 21 minutes without any public communication. Not from Kerr County, not from the city of Kerrville. The city of Kerrville didn't say anything about it until 5:30 a.m. when they put a posting on Facebook. When you're running for your life, when you're trying to save your life from a wall of water, I guarantee you're not checking in on Facebook. They needed sirens. They needed emergency sirens. And there weren't any. 96 people are confirmed dead. 160 are still missing. 36 of the dead are children. They could have had a warning system. How many more times do people, just regular Americans, have to be told this is going to kill you? Whether it's an illness like a COVID or a measles, or it's something. There's hurricanes coming, there's earthquakes coming, there's flooding coming, whatever it is. Why do we not heed warnings? Why do we have so little regard for our own lives? It's one thing if you don't want to live. If you think, well, I'm old, I've done everything I wanted to do, seen everything, I've done it all, I don't care. If it's my time, it's my time. But you're also speaking for hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of other people who were in your general vicinity who are going to be hurt as well. It's like you're willing to go down with the ship, but everybody else is like, nope, I'm not ready. And you don't give a shit. You don't do the things you should do to help preserve humankind. I will never understand this concept.